In 2010, a graduate of IIT Bombay booked a car to go from Bangalore to Bandipur, but a driver booked by him decided to abandon the ride after he did not expect his demand for a higher fare midway through his journey. Then the driver left him in the middle of the road and drove away, and this traveler is standing all alone in the middle of the road, completely helpless. Due to such a bad experience and humiliation, many people will cry, but some people do great things by enduring this pain, and that traveler was none other than Mr. Bhavesh Agarwal, who then started the company Ola. Now it won't be wrong to call Ola a pioneer of ride sharing in India. Why? Because Indians were fed up with the unnecessary tantrums from auto and cab drivers. Now imagine you want to go from one place to the other. First you have to find the taxi and then you have to fight with the taxi wala in the middle of the road for a ride fare, and it's really disturbing. But after Ola has arrived, it has become so simple that now you have to just pick up your phone, book a cab which will arrive in 5 to 10 minutes with a fixed fare. Okay. But why is Ola failing in India? So let's get started and watch the full video. We will try to understand all of this by starting with the Ola business strategy, which relies on 4 phases. First, cash drain. Now, if you start a company, you will need a cash. Ola has raised many rounds of investment and get multi-billion-dollar investment from various investors. One of them was Mr. Anupam Mittal. You know him from Shark Tank. After getting a massive investment, company burns a huge amount of cash. Ola was no different and chose the same path. It burned hundreds of crores of rupees in order to acquire stakeholders. Not merely this, they did the same to customers and drivers. By giving huge discounts, which made the drivers quite cheaper, they attracted the customers to Ola. Similarly, they threw massive incentives to Ola drivers. You will get a little shock after listening to this that their salaries used to touch 70,000 to 80,000 per month. And after seeing this, most of the MBAs and engineers left their job to work as a cab driver in Ola. Second, trust building. Then comes the stage when you have to prove yourself as a reliable company. Ola left no stone unturned. The trust they built among outside workers made them love their jobs to earn a huge amount of income that they provide. People from low economic status left their jobs, applied for loans, and bought a car just to become a cab driver. They found it a golden opportunity and grabbed it. Talking about customers, now customers become habitual, with these cabs opting for them as the best option to reach anywhere, anytime. But wait, you who is watching this video, just look closely. Though the company started growing rapidly, but at what stake? The stake of their own money. Third, dependency. The arrival of this stage was quite obvious there. The workers who left the job just to become the cab drivers for income's sake are now stuck with the company. They cannot leave the business for the next 5 years until they pay the loan back. So there is no option of switching a job. But the big question is how customers got dependent. Let us tell you, they started relying on cabs and completely forgot the idea of owning a car. They found out to be the best option when they started getting repayments. Then they bought Ola passes and made it daily part of their routines. Fourth, control. Then comes the stage that is serious in itself. The dependency paves the way for control, and that's what exactly happened in this case. Now all cars are in the favor of Ola company. They can use it the way they want to. Now they started decreasing the incentives that they initially thrown at the drivers. Surcharges on rides further aggravated the situation. Now it was the starting of the Ola failure in India. Now listen to this very carefully. The drivers who got 70,000 to 80,000 rupees as their monthly income started shifting towards a better lifestyle. But suddenly, after decreasing the incentives to drivers, devastated everything. Income went down by 50%. Now they are just making 30,000 to 35,000 per month. The incentives touched the ground and the petrol prices saw a massive hike. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the pandemic hits the country very hard. A lot of cab drivers lost their savings in the pandemic, but they had to do something, so they turned to their village in hope of new work. Thousands of cars were seized due to default in the payment. To be very accurate, 30,000 to 35,000 cars were seized by banks as a result of these defaults. Now, as a result of the immense struggle faced by the Ola drivers, this created fear among the people. Now you must be wondering what the drivers are doing now. After leaving the cab business, who did they find the savior? Actually, most of them are becoming the delivery boys of apps like Dunzo, Zepto, Swiggy, etc. So, even having a perfect opportunity, bad decisions, not having a long vision, and without a proper execution, the Ola cabs has declined in India. Money is important, but your vision, decision, and execution is more important. If you enjoy this video, then hit the like button, comment your thoughts, and subscribe for more interesting videos. Jai Hind.